a final time courtside from Buffalo Wild Wings Radio Row inside Wise Pies Arena. New Mexico has defeated Loyola Chicago here tonight. Final score, UNM 75, Loyola Chicago 51. It is time for our Delta Dental Coaches Comments, brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico, as we bring in Lobo head men's basketball coach Craig Neal. And Coach Neal, congratulations on the win. And as we know now, it was a tough night for you.
Yeah, it was a great win. You know, you beat a really good team, a veteran team. We were really nervous about it. I thought Tim Williams, Sam, I thought our guys were outstanding. I thought Cullen and Elijah tried to do some stuff early, but then they realized that they were trying to take them out of the game, and they just started making good basketball plays. And, you know, when you do that, you got other weapons, it shows, and that's what happened tonight. Really proud of what Cullen and Elijah did. They tried to take them out of the game, and they kind of did, but we were able to show our other weapons and other things that we can do, which we've talked about before, guys, and just really proud of them. It's been a really, really hard day. And, you know, I know some of them, I had my press conference, but, you know, we found out today around noon that Devin, his career is going to be over. He's got stenosis, which is a narrowing of the spinal column. He's got a spinal cord contusion, which will heal. He's fine. He's walking. He has feeling in all his extremities. He's just very lucky that it wasn't more serious than it was at New Mexico State. And you know, he's been advised by a specialist. He's been advised by our team doctors that he shouldn't further his career just in case something bad could happen, and it could be something minimal that. That's just not worth the risk. And you know, I want Devin to be, you know, be able to have a family and have kids and have a lot of fun and be able to do some things that he wants to do. But you know, I met with his mom and dad today, and I just promised him that he's got 6 hours till he graduates this year, and I told him that I'd cover you know, his graduate classes, and we'd make sure he got a graduate degree. So you know, it's been an awful day, and I've never had to do that before. We had a manual with the fibrillator, and he had to do it, but we kind of knew that could happen. This was unexpected. You know, it's just unfortunate to a great kid, and it really hurts us. It hurts our depth. It hurts, you know, you're talking about a kid that scored 30 games for us, and he was coming on. And, you know, I sold him on the fact that he was going to be the best sixth man in the nation. And but that's hard conversations you have, and you just don't want to take a chance where somebody it could be really, really bad. It's what the football team went through earlier. It's kind of the same thing. So, you know, I think he'll get a second opinion. I think he has to make a decision if he wants to have surgery so that he can alleviate that pressure or that narrowing of the spinal column, and so he can live a long and productive life. So it was a bad day, but I was really, really proud of how resilient our guys were, because I had to tell them before the game. I wanted to tell them after the game, but when Devin's in the offices and it's not a very good situation, and the guys know, and they know me, and that's one thing I love about my kids. They know me, and having to tell a son that he can't play anymore, something he really loves, not fun.
Well, we can see how emotional you are. You mentioned the situation with the football team. Toye Adawan is his name. The spinal stenosis. So, were the guys able to lift Devin's spirits a little bit?
Yeah, I called him on the phone after the game, put him on speakerphone, and let everybody holler at him and do some things, and he was all jacked up. But he's going to be down, and I'm sure the football team went through the same things. It's just not fun, and you're talking about a kid that had no idea that, you know, and then, you know, it's a blessing in the sense that we found this out, because it could have went the other way and something could have happened down the road. And that would have been very, very unfortunate.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, Coach.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's difficult to tell a kid, you know, listen, you know, basically your career's over.
Right.
At the same time, I mean, he's up and walking, and he's, you know, like you said, he's going to have an opportunity to live a productive life. I mean, what's more important? And right now, his age, you can't see that.
And you know this, Hunter, and you've done well in this community. And it's just a sport. It's a sport. It's not life. My job as a coach, and I totally understand my job is to win basketball games. But my other job is to help raise these kids so that they have productive life and get a great education, and that's what I'm here for, and I'm going to make sure that happens for him. And it's just one of those things where it's just it hits you in the gut. It's hard to get up. and it was hard for me. Like, I could barely do shoot around. I had to come out at the end because I just got done meeting with the family, and I'm trying to get Devin out of there, and the guys could tell. And you know, I got my own blood son on the team, and he knows me better than anybody, and then all of them know me, and then they kind of, so you got to tell them, and they just really came out on fire. And I just said, my last thing I said to them when they left the locker room, I put D. Will on there, number 12, and I said, don't feel bad for him. Be positive, but go out and play and honor him tonight as hard as you can play. And they did that. I mean, I never thought we'd be up 30 points on Loyola, but they played their butt off, and they're fun to watch. They're fun to be around, and if they can galvanize each other and do some things, they got a chance to be a decent team. But we got a long way to go.
And Coach, you said that. I mean, that was one of the things I pointed out with Rob. We were talking, just watching the game. It's just fun to watch when they have that kind of ball movement.
Yeah.
You know, Tim finding Obosh down low, or Cullen finding Obosh at the rim. I mean, when they move the ball, it's just fun basketball to watch.
It's the way it's supposed to be played, and that's the way we've always wanted to play. And you know, we wanted to do that last year, but you know, with Cullen being out makes a big difference. And then with Jordan Goodman's deal being hurt. I mean, we had some bad breaks, but we just weren't a very good team last year. And you know, we'll learn from it. And adversity makes you stronger.
But you have options this year.
Yeah, you got some. I don't think we'll have a hard time scoring a basketball.
I wanted to say this because it may be difficult to see today,
right?
But the fact that something happened that allowed the doctors to discover this narrowing of the spine is a true blessing.
Exactly.
It's a true blessing,
that's exactly what I told Devin. I said, Devin, this is not a negative. Yeah, you're heartbroken because you love basketball and you think that's not the ends to the me. I mean, it's not it. We're going to make sure that you have a great career. The next 4 months, we're going to figure out what you want to get into, and we're going to get you in graduate school. We're going to get you a big-time job, and you're going to be able to have a family. You'll be able to do what you want. You'll be able to walk around. If anything ever happened to you, you know, knock on wood the other way, I couldn't live with myself, and it'd be gut-wrenching for me my whole career.
Wow. Well, the guys certainly.
I'm sorry, I wasn't a very good pregame interview.
No, I told you before we went on the air.
I tried to come out there. I tried to come out there and put on a good face, but it was a bad. It's been a bad 48 hours for me. Not a lot of sleep. The one thing I'll say, I apologize for shoving Chris. But I'm an emotional, and I'm sorry that I'm like that, you know, but I love what I do. I'm passionate for my kids. I'm passionate for my school. I want to win. I want to do the right thing, but sometimes it's like I said, it's sport, and life's way more valuable.
All right, well, terrific W.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And now you got to get the guys ready to go on the road, right?
Yeah, we're excited about it. So, you know, hopefully we can get a road win on Saturday, and the football team can win, and we just keep everything going.
Remember, you were not happy when USC came here and won last year.
No, but I can also remember you haven't said to me on the coach's show when I told you that we were going to be bowl eligible this year.
You were 100% right.
Thank you.
Yes, you were absolutely right. And you know
Thank you. You forgot all about that, didn't you? Thank you. You remember when I said that right before I was going to USC?
I totally remember.
Thank you.
That.
I just wanted you to know that.
You nailed it.
Loyola head men's basketball coach Greg Neal, our Delta Dental coach's comments, brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. Almost 400,000 New Mexicans covered by Delta Dental plans. For more information, log on to deltadentalnm.com. Wow.